Shout out to YouTube.
Yep, yeah. Hold on, let me get all this together. Then come over here.
I'm kind of sad it's the end of the season already. I feel like we just started.
It does feel like it.
I'm very serious about that.
Hold on, look my space.
Yeah, I can't see none of y'all.
View details. There you go.
I think this is better. Because I couldn't see in here, y'all.
Is my pants on there?
Girl. Let's see.
Skip the
No, you
mugs.
cannot. Just the hips.
I'll tweet it out. Huh?
Just the hips up. Whoa. Yeah.
Girl, don't have me on there looking crazy now.
I'm not going to. Hold on. I got you.
All right, so we live then.
That's new? Oh, you got... Let me share the show.
Let me know when you're ready.
All right, I will let you know. Proud to be American today. We talking about
Where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died that gave that right to me. So I gladly stand up next to you.
time for America.
Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the share.
Oh man.
Wait for a couple folks to come in here before we.
Before they let them pop in.
Yes. You know, I used to like my name on Twitter.
Chi, what up, dude?
What up, though?
Artiste
What
made me
you
not
do?
like it no more.
Why you don't like your name?
Cause it's the way you say it on live.
Cutie with
What?
no
Yes.
booty.
With no booty.
Shout out that kid. And he just made it sound so I thought it was cute.
It is.
Till you
Cutie with no booty.
Till you
It's
used
how
to
you-
say,
it's
to how
what
you
you
used to say it
emphasize
on
on.
Tuesday, and I'd be like, man, bro, I gotta change. Then it just popped. I was like, damn, I forgot to change
Why
it.
you change the thing? Where the camera at?
Because I couldn't see y'all.
Oh.
What's the point of having it just to look at the back of some computer screens?
I want everybody all up in my damn face.
They in your face regardless.
They in the mix. Move it this way a little bit.
Damn TikTok. All in my business.
I know we we have alcoholic beverages back here too.
That's all right.
They can't see it.
Okay.
We're American.
Why-
Coolers.
Why don't you just say why don't you like it right here? What is wrong with right here?
I just feel
It's
like when I
too
look
personal.
there, it's like,
And then you got it's this profile for me. Move it this way. Just put it right. Like put it.
I can't see y'all.
Oh, put it.
I don't need them to see me. Listen to this. No. No. I don't want them in my face like that. What's going on, Angel? What up, there, Angel?
It's the,
No.
the last one.
I know. Just why is it turned to the side? Turn it up or something. I don't know.
I don't know
like
what
this
it look
way.
like.
Okay.
Or
Well,
like-
maybe we can turn it up since there's nobody else. It might actually look better.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see.
Turn it.
I don't
Hey, Angel.
know. I don't know what it look like. You
I
got me over
know. And you got me on the side. We trying to figure out these views. We coming.
there. What they say, angles matter. in
I'm
this
telling
world.
you.
Angles
Why are you
matter.
dropping it?
Put it up high. Up as high as you can get it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I know. Put it this way. Like if you want to get us.
Put it way in the back.
Oh yeah, so it could be
By the-
like a
Yeah.
all the way. Keep going.
So they can see the teeth. The
Keep
thing in
going.
the back.
Keep going.
I
Keep.
can't see it.
It ain't for you to see.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm finna lose my shit. I'm gonna lose my shit.
Don't lose it. Find it.
There you go.
Fine, you happy?
Yeah. Perfect.
Perfect. Now I can look out there and be like, hell you looking at.
So we got what? 2 pre-show topics?
We do.
Okay.
We do.
I'm gonna wait. Let me let our social media extraordinaire get her place because I want her to comment on these as well.
Oh, we're starting now.
If
guess
that's
you
where the
can go
camera
ahead and
gonna be, absolutely.
I can't stand
Let's make it happen.
It's okay. You love me in the morning.
Angel, I
Another
hope-
Quaalude.
You call me in the morning.
You love me in the morning.
What Cosby say again? Another Quaalude?
That was Scarface, not Cosby. Okay, so pre-show topic real quick. Before we get started on Are You Still Proud to Be an American? I saw a tweet the other day that asked the question. So the question came from Ja Morant, right? Everybody know the news is about him, right?
Oh, no doubt.
He got caught with another gun. Okay. In the NBA, he ain't supposed to have that stuff. Ja want to be hood so bad, you know.
So bad.
He make $22 million over the life of his contract, but he want to be gutter butt so bad, right?
Big time.
You know, and so a lot of people were calling him hood. Some people were calling him ghetto. And there started a dissension about what's hood and what's ghetto. So can anybody really articulate the difference between hood and ghetto? Because I'm going to be honest. I literally sat there
Had to think about that.
and
for a
I
minute.
had to think about it because
I think hood is more like how you act. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
you know how you talk, your vernacular, all of that stuff. You know,
okay.
and how you move. But ghetto, for whatever reason, ghetto is like one word above nigga with the ER. You know, like it is. It's black folks calling you nigger. Pretty much.
Okay.
You know, ghetto is like trash. It's like almost like white folks calling, you know, someone else poor white trash or whatever.
That's what ghetto.
Ghetto
okay.
is like you don't want to be that. Nobody ghetto
wants to
ain't
be
cool.
ghetto.
Hood seems to be like you know, but ghetto is what let me give a good definition without saying any real life instances. I had to, you know, ghetto is, I got to do a real life instance. I went to this woman's house and this child came and offered me a freeze cup, right? But it was a old noodle, like the styrofoam noodle cup
Yes.
that you warm the noodles in.
They put the freeze cup in there.
They put the freeze cup in there after they already done cooked noodles,
The noodles
in, there,
in it. Ooh.
You know, and offered me this freeze cup out of that. And I'm like, as I'm eating this freeze cup, I'm starting to see the chicken stains from the, you know what I'm saying, from the,
Oh my gosh.
you know, from the
From
the
where it was
seasoning.
boiled. Yeah.
And I'm like, man, this is ghetto.
This is ghetto.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't hood. That's ghetto. It's a nigga calling you a nigger.
And so this is what let me tell you what I came up with because I didn't want ghetto to be synonymous with black people, right?
Gotcha.
Because I think anybody is capable of being ghetto.
Definitely.
They might not call it that in other races, but anybody's capable of it. And so this is what I think I came up with, and it's essentially what you're saying. Where like, because hood people can be ghetto too, right?
Definitely.
And anybody can be ghetto, but this is the difference. Hood is like, you know, you from the hood, you might do hood things, but there's a respect that you still have about yourself, even though you're hood.
That's
okay?
it. Yeah.
You might talk with that vernacular. You might sag your pants. You might,
That's it.
you know, you might got the swag. You might, you know, we
It's
know
an
you from the
outward
street.
expression.
Yeah.
Hood is an outward
Listen,
expression.
you may even still live in the hood, but that don't make you ghetto. So ghetto is below that when you just don't give a damn.
Ghetto
And
is.
This is the example that I would like to give. I think it's even in the way that people speak. For instance, like I'm from Louisiana. People in Louisiana call their children churn. They're my churn. Now, we know to do that around us
Got you.
because it ain't right. Okay?
That's it.
But it's the people that's, you know, they in important places. Where my churn at? You being ghetto.
Big time.
You know the damn word is child, kid, my baby.
I'm finna offend somebody.
You know, and
Buying it at Walmart. Ghetto. With the
yes.
pajamas to match.
That's ghetto.
To me,
Ghetto is
it's
like
just ghetto.
knowing you know better, but you still stay in that place and you just get worse.
Word.
Like you just
Yeah.
don't care about your behavior. You lack that respect of self.
Big time.
That's what ghetto is. And so I wanted to bring the two of those because
Ooh.
go ahead.
We have a question on TikTok. Char on TikTok says, so what's the difference between being a hood baby or a project baby, or is it the same?
Hood and project is the same to me. I don't think there's a
hood and
difference.
project?
Like some people would be like, well, because let me tell you what's happened, because hood has been like whitewashed. People that live in the neighborhood, oh yeah, I'm going to my hood. No, you're not. The hood is the hood. It ain't
you ain't
short
going
for
to no
it,
hood.
it ain't short for neighborhood. So y'all stop that. So to their question, project and hood is the same thing. Project, like if you really from the project and you ever lived in the project,
It's a
that's the hood.
culture.
And not no shade. It's where all the Section 8 housing at. That's the hood. It's when you go out there and it's a whole bunch of cars in everybody's yard and they don't work.
Hold on.
That's the hood.
Hold on,
If your rent less than the car note, than your car note, I'm
It's
telling
the
you right now,
You in the hood.
you in the hood and don't know it.
Listen, everybody over there probably got them yamps and I ain't mad at them. If you get them, holla at me. I'm trying to buy some.
Right.
If you
But
get electricity
project
credits,
and hood are synonymous. There's no difference in project and the hood.
no doubt.
Sometimes people just one time it's the project, another time it's the hood, but they are the same thing. So project and hood, baby, same exact thing.
No doubt.
Char had another comment.
Yeah.
I put Abana in pajamas is ghetto. She put, listen, I'm gonna wear my bonnet in Walmart, but Target I might do a head wrap.
Now,
Hey,
look,
see what
hold
I'm
on,
saying?
cause
See
you
what
know
I'm saying?
better. Cause you know
That's
better.
right. I'm looking
Cause
at the
you
wrong
know-
camera. I'm like,
Cause you
Yeah.
know better. You know that's ghetto. That's why you
Exactly.
know when you go to Target around them folks.
you can
gonna
do that
put
at
that hair
Walmart
at
though, because everybody blending.
Cause
Walmart is what?
Ghetto,
Ghetto.
and it's ghetto. Well,
No
they,
doubt.
they hood a little bit. Walmart
Walmart
used to
ghetto.
be upper echelon back in the day. It used to be something
used to
nice
be a
to go
clean
to.
store.
I don't know what happened to Walmart, but hood versus ghetto, right? So, what are Ja Morant's actions? Because he's getting caught with these guns. Ja Morant's life could change for the better. He's getting $22 million over however long his contract is. I don't understand. Once you get to that level, and I can even talk about the Migos, right? What happened to Takeoff? There is no reason for people that have that much money to be putting themselves in hood
What you
and
playing?
ghetto
What you
situations.
playing dice for?
Why?
Dice is a what game?
A hood game. And
Come on, man.
And this is my thing. If you want to play dice, you shouldn't be out there taking nobody money because of how much money you got. You shouldn't be playing dice with no people that you know is struggling that's from the hood. And that'll rip that chain off your neck and kill you for
Feed it to you,
nothing.
bud.
Artiste, isn't this
Yeah.
what you said? Like, don't go driving a Lamborghini where people are starving.
Man, listen, that's it, and this is cold from what I heard Boosie say on a Vlad interview.
I know
he
what you
said
about
he
to
had
say.
to get out of Shreveport because he was too big for that city.
Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge. Okay, who's from Shreveport?
I don't
Nobody?
know. Nobody.
No, you from
I'm from Lafayette. Don't do
Lafayette.
that.
Okay.
Angel from New Orleans. Shout out to New Orleans in the
Okay.
building.
Yeah, well, he said he had to get out of whatever city.
Baton Rouge because they was
He-
hypnotized with hatred.
Yeah, because
He
he was
can't
the
be
only one.
Yes.
You don't want to be that.
No.
You don't want to be the only one. Just like you don't want to have, too much stuff in the hood. You know you in the hood where you got to sneak your TV in, cover it with a blanket. You know what I'm saying? Take it out the box at the store and bring it in like it's a twin mattress or something.
Man,
Listen, you in the wrong place.
you in the wrong
Why
spot.
should you have to hide your TV? He had to go to a bigger city.
You can't have no TV and
Big
7-Eleven
fish in a
around
small
tax time. But I just, with this Ja Morant situation, this is what I
He's
want.
just being hood.
Well, he not even from the hood. That's the problem. And this is what I want black people to stop doing. He young. Why they say it like Cause that's what they
They
saying.
do say that all the time.
Y'all stop doing that. He young. Him being young don't have nothing to do with it. This
Man,
man
they'll shoot your young ass.
let me tell you something.
Lay you
If
down.
somebody gave
Shit.
anybody $22 million today, why would you go back to? Because nothing good comes from people from the hood in that state, in that situation that end up being ghetto. The only thing they have going for them is jail or death.
That's it.
Nothing good comes from the hood.
They trapping to get out, and He trying to get in.
What if he wanted to give back to the community?
Nah.
With guns?
I had a
Nah.
partner of mine who
Nah, never
died that
mind.
way.
Yeah, you know the story is he got caught with another gun. Like he got in trouble before, and the NBA was basically like, get your shit together.
Right.
He didn't got caught with another gun.
Oh, no, I would have hung him up. I would have been like, forget it.
Like, and why do you
Yeah.
like? And you can't say it's for protection because you got him in Instagram videos, flashing and trying to be this cool guy. You don't have to be that.
Right. That's true. That's
Like
true.
whose homie are you trying to be? Like that just don't make no sense.
I don't know what he doing.
So I would call John Morant ghetto. He ain't hood, he ghetto.
Ghetto. I don't know if he qualified for ghetto.
He ignorant.
All right. I'll give him that.
Cause I mean, but what do you call it? You can't. He's not a hood guy with some money. Ain't doing that. They done got 22 mil.
Have you ever heard the saying you can take folks out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of them? Like, if let's say he was really that person, right?
He ain't grew up there, but okay.
Let's just say
2-parent household,
Hypothetical.
private school. Okay.
he want everybody to say he came up that way. Maybe he'll stop doing the shit. Let's say he's just hood, right?
Okay.
You know, he gets to the NBA, he's still that. It's hard for him to change. How old is he?
I think John Morant
23?
ain't number like 22, 23.
23. I'm not gonna say the whole he's young thing, but he's dumb. He ain't got nobody around him that's telling him, hey man, you can't live like that. You know, I thought Stephon Marbury was hood, but he had a full career.
Yeah.
You know, he wasn't out there being stupid.
I don't know.
It's a
I
lot
just
of
feel
hood.
like
AI was hood,
very hood.
had a full career.
You see where you at though? Huh?
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Did it benefit
Yeah.
him?
What's that?
The hood and having that mentality. AI should be a legend and
He
have
wouldn't
his
be-
own
he wouldn't
shoe.
be as loved.
Have
if
his-
he did have his own shoe.
Still,
People still copying them AIs.
he at where he's supposed to be at.
What's that?
As Allen Iverson. You don't think he'll be? Why is he not on like a high, like we could say that
Talking about,
because
like, on a TV show or something.
on a TV show where people
I think it's because he don't want to. Fans adore AI.
but who don't?
They
The
adore
businesses and the
Allen
company that's gonna give them that bag for real. They don't because of that hood mentality.
You probably ain't willing to compromise for it.
But why not?
I mean, would you change who you are?
For 22
some money?
million, what you need me to change? You damn right. What I gotta
Sound
change?
like Steve Harvey when he was talking about what was that Planet of the Apes?
Uh-huh.
And they had remember Michael Clark Duncan?
Yes.
Big old dude?
Yeah.
And he was like, Michael Clark Duncan, why would you play that, big old monkey?
We
in that
ain't talking
movie?
about playing
He's-
monkeys.
He said they paid me $10 million, Steve. He said $10 million. He said I'd be the best damn monkey, best monkey they ever seen.
And then
Maybe
this is the
AI
thing.
said, damn your money. He made enough.
We're talking about changing
Yeah.
ways that don't benefit you.
Gotcha.
Like that hood, like we just said, where does it lead, right? So what's the problem in just staying out of
He gonna be
those
another
circles in
6'9".
that situation?
Charles
One of
said,
his partners gonna do something, and he gonna snitch on him.
Charles said the hood mentality benefits people when they want it to.
No doubt.
You know what? Can I ask you a question?
No
How
doubt.
does it benefit them when they want it? I like that you said that, but give me a way that it does benefit because I'm not
He got a
even.
car full of quote unquote shooters with him. Anywhere he go, he got people that he feels like is gonna lay down their life for him, or have his back.
Or he got $22 million. High security.
That's what I would do.
Y'all do realize security, 24/7 security, I looked it up, costs between
listen.
$250,000 to up to $1 million per year.
But here's the thing: you only need that if you're going around here trying to be hood.
That's
Exactly.
True. That's
Luka
true.
Doncic ain't paying for that.
No.
He ain't got no entourage.
And then they usually only have it like around fans and stuff. When they're in
KD ain't
exclusive
doing
places
that.
with celebrities, they don't need security like that.
Because the
Man.
venue would have security.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
You know what
Tatum
I'm
ain't doing that. Jason
True.
Tatum ain't doing. When you try to act hood, you need security and entourage and all of that. Oh, go ahead, Raz, man. Jump on in there.
Yeah, y'all realize, like, most of the NBA players don't have security.
Big
Like,
time.
most of them ain't getting in trouble. Most of them are just living their lives, doing their thing. You know, so you have to position yourself be in trouble. You know, that's the thing with him, and that's really why so many people will own him on his head, because he puts himself in troubling positions. That's just life. Saying wherever you are is really where you position yourself, and he constantly puts himself in bad positions, and that's wrong.
Constantly. What we got?
Char has said that some companies will use it to glorify to make a profit from it, but when things go bad, they'll drop them hints. Tory Lane, 6ix9ine, etc.
Oh, big time.
Oh, listen, the hood and stuff. That's how a lot of these like rappers and stuff. That's how they blow. A lot of them ain't even about their life, but they gonna rap about it. They gonna have the swag and everything on it.
Come on.
And they ain't about their life, and it makes them millionaires, and they profit off of it. So that is a great example. That was an awesome example.
Tiffany Haddish, all of them.
Oh, wasn't there was an interview, I think, was it Nicki Minaj? Somebody said that Future, like, he be rapping about all this stuff. He said,
he's not like that.
And he's not like that.
He's not like that at all. Yeah. He don't even he be talking about Molly's and Percocets and said he can't even drink.
Yeah. Can't do it.
Bruh. But yeah, Ja
Kids
Morant
out here trying to live his lyrics.
Listen, let me tell you something. That's just like back when I was younger. Let me tell you my age. When I was younger, they were talking about sipping on the scissor.
Yep.
Sipping on the sip.
Yep.
And
we was all saying that shit. Didn't even know what a scissor was.
I remember one time being at home and I was in the living room and it came on BET and I'm in there in the living room sipping on the scissor. My mama came in there, she said, "What the hell you know about some scissor? You ain't about that life. You don't even know what it look like. If you don't stop singing that," and I never sung it again.
Damn, that makes sense.
She was like, "What you doing?"
That's the other dynamic though. Parents. I'm glad you brought that up, because kids that are trying to live out these rappers' lyrics, where they parents at?
I don't know.
They play that in the car. They play that NBA Youngboy and this and all of that.
Dirk he's the worst.
And the King Von and all of that stuff. Ooh. And you got your kids out here, your little sons and boys, trying to go out here and live this out.
And be for real with it.
But where King Von at?
Okay, here's my thing though. Even if you listen to certain songs, you can still make your own decision. You can just enjoy the song. You can.
As a 7-year-old, as a 5-year-old, when you're brought up in this is all you've heard. Think good is what you're supposed to be,
and that is cool,
especially if your mama's dancing to it. Your mama's saying that these are the kind of guys she like. This is what you're supposed to be. Like, it conditions the mind. Like,
because music is powerful. Like,
it's powerful.
At the end of the day, a lot of people will like to say music is entertainment, but it's not. Like, music can change your mood like that. Put on a certain song. Baby, you'll get to crying in a minute. Why you crying if it's just entertainment?
Every time I put on Drake, I'll be like,
that Marvin's Room, why you crying?
Man.
You know what I'm saying? It's just entertainment. No, it's not. It's real. So to your point, when these little kids are listening to NBA Youngboy, and NBA Youngboy reaches the kids, not 17, 18-year-olds. I mean 10 and 11.
What I'm saying is, like, he's getting the preteens.
Yes.
The teens. Like, this is what they growing up off of. And they in it. They in it hard.
Very, very true. We stayed on that one a little bit long. What was your pre-show topic?
Oh, listen, you gonna make me make me feel a certain kind of way. Y'all might. But
hey,
yeah.
Let me get my one thing off.
Sure.
So listen, the music's making the young boys super feminine. Like, I don't know what's going on with that and why they need to be so emotional, but it's super feminine. It's like, I don't know what but that's what their role models are doing. Like, dudes, our role models want to argue with no female. But I seen this dude the other day, he was arguing with a female, and then he kept getting in her face. Eventually, she spit at him, then he beat her up, and then everybody was in the comments like, "Oh, you spit on somebody, you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, bro. Like, I just don't understand you arguing with no female. Like, you couldn't walk off of it. Like, it's just like some female stuff." And like all the dudes was like, "Yeah, man, that's what it's about. Equal opportunity,
equal rights and lefts." I see that all the time.
Listen, I get the equal stuff, but come on, man, you ain't supposed to be arguing back and forth. You acting like the female, and it's just cool. I mean, but that's their generation. It's just different.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Times
true.
are different.
It's true. Like, you know what, to Rasmin's point, one thing that the younger guys are doing, and it's just not, the lines are blurring. Like, it's the painting of the nails for me.
Oh, I seen that a lot.
Like, it's
Who's
just
that,
the painting of the nails for me.
The little Uzi Vert that started that.
You know,
with
and
the nail
all the
paint
young
and-
guys, I mean, they be having pink and green and yellow, and you know, and they be like, well, this is what we do now.
Listen, the crossbody bags. that
Well,
match with
you
the
know
nails.
what? I ain't mad at a merce.
You go ahead.
I ain't mad at a merce.
What happened?
Did you just call it a merce?
A man purse. I ain't mad
What
at a
it
merce.
is?
It's called
It's
a
a
man
merce.
bag.
Oh, a man bag. Okay, sorry, a man bag. I mean, because
Yo.
those are, well, you say it's crossbody, but they also it's a satchel.
And they also have
That's what it's
sling
called
I
bags.
don't
for me.
know.
too.
Yeah.
I'm from the time where everything that hung over your shoulder like that, one shoulder, was called a purse. You
They
know.
have sling
now,
bags.
call me a
Yeah.
little old. I'm 35, but
Yeah,
like
you old.
You old.
when I was 18, that we would call that a purse. You know.
But like some of it is,
That's a
I think it's
purse.
depend on how it's worn. I know, because some of them are big. Like
How it's worn? What?
Like-
if you got heels to match your school?
no. For instance, like if they on campus and they got books and they carrying a computer.
Sure, you are a
and
mess.
all that. Like back in the day, we had them book bags on us. That book bag used to hurt
That's-
your back.
That's all you do. I got a backpack today. Real men have
I bet you got
backpacks.
back problems too because of that darn
But
backpack.
I don't give a damn. I'm
Y'all,
gonna have
y'all,
them though.
y'all don't notice the Boondocks starting to play out. You got Young Thug and Uzi is Gangstalicious,
Gangsta
and now you got them wearing purses and skirts now. I don't know, man. Painting their nails.
Here's
It's
the
real
thing.
weird.
He'll shoot you too with them painted
Yeah,
nails and that merch.
Because they don't care about life.
Char said it's a fanny pack on his chest.
And true. And
Hey.
true.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? That's another thing. But we can go on
We
and
can
on
go on and
about
on.
that.
Well, what's
they
yours?
talk like y'all too. Talk
Like-
to a young dude to see if he don't got the same phrases women do.
Ooh. You know what's
I mean,
one?
they
You know
quote-
what's one that men
Get their
say,
whole
and
language
I
from it.
really side eye that would be like, it's giving. It's giving what? What? Like, huh?
I was around the dude. He was like, "It's the this for me," and I'm like, "Bro, what the yo?
It's the
what,
show for me.
What's going on, man? What happened?
The
Let them
line.
girls have their own thing, man. You gonna take the
You know
nail
what? We
from them?
can't. We can't
You-
have our own thing.
And you know what it all started with?
What?
You can get you come with me to do the manicure and pedicure. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing. Hold
I
on.
know my daddy do it.
Pedicure is part
Now
of your
you getting
hygiene,
your nails
baby.
painted?
No.
Now you got a merce on. Now you're talking like her and everything. You should have said no like I did.
Nah, I don't agree.
Nah, I ain't going.
Pedicures is
I ain't
part of your
going.
hygiene. However,
You ain't finna condition me with all of that. Have me
listen,
out
I
here
will
with
blame
no
some
lime
women. You
green
know, you
nails.
see them online. They be
Yeah.
installing lace fronts on their man head. You know, had their man take out their braids. Like, girl, go. Come on. But anyway, we running. We still got a whole show to get to. What you got on your pre-show?
All the men are gone.
Huh?
All the real men are gone.
That was your pre-show?
Nah, that ain't it.
Oh no,
Listen,
talk
there
about
was-
this. The finale. So get the pre-show out.
I'm gonna just do this real quick. I ain't here to offend nobody, but it's gonna offend somebody. There was somebody in California. Who is it? Michael Bango? Or have you been hearing about that on Twitter? Something Bango,
Okay.
Rango Bango, something whatever. He was stealing out of this store, and the security guard, you know, they. I'm not.
What
I am
happened?
laughing. They could see. Okay, the security guard got into it with the dude, wrestled him down or whatever, and eventually he was fatally shot. It's a sad situation, but everybody's like, you know, the security guard, you going over, you know, you doing too much and all of this other stuff or whatever. I think it was in San Francisco, which they have a big problem with theft or whatever.
Oh, absolutely.
But nobody said maybe he shouldn't have been stealing. Like, why is it that anytime somebody dies doing something wrong, it's always you want to look at how the person died, not how they got there to begin with. You know, how did he get into it with the security guard? Because 6 other people walked by, and I guess since they had receipts, they ain't get no chokehold.
Let me tell you why.
I get it. He went overboard. He shouldn't have. The security guard shouldn't have shot him. But man, had you not been stealing, you wouldn't have been in that situation. Like
No accountability.
no accountability. No one wants to say, well, Rango Bango, whatever. You shouldn't have been stealing. And you wouldn't have got choked, and then you wouldn't have got shot. Because everybody else left with their stuff that they paid for with no bullets. Stop stealing. I'm just saying.
With no
'Cause
bullets.
You stealing out of my
With
yard.
no
I'm
bullets.
finna Rango Bango your ass. The same way.
Well,
I'm tired of the shit.
well, I
Man,
think
I got property. I'm not playing with people.
let me tell you
finna get
something.
hit.
I think that people have
Yeah.
such a horrible time with two things being true at once, right? So what can be true at once is whatever his name was, he shouldn't have been stealing. He was wrong. He should have got caught. He should have, but the problem is he should have made it to jail. That's the problem. So he shouldn't have been stealing. That's right. He wrong. He all the way wrong. But the problem comes in Artiste is people handing out life sentences for stuff that's never that serious.
Because people is tired, is what I'm saying. Like,
You
in
could
San
be
Francisco,
tired.
you got to consider where it happened. It's a city that's getting ridden with theft because they're saying you can't do nothing about it. And finally, he was a hired armed security guard. His job literally is to do something about it.
I understand.
You know.
Jail, but you are not judge, jury, and executioner. That's why courts.
Granted, and he's going to go to
exist.
jail probably, and rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? But for the Rondo family that's out there that's oh my baby and,
Oh,
and
yeah,
I can't
no.
believe it, something like what? Can't believe he was stealing?
I
Can't believe that too. Then
I'm not laughing. I'm
I'm
sorry.
trying. I'm trying.
Lord, I'm so sorry.
I'm trying.
Lord, I apologize. I apologize.
I'm not apologizing. I feel the way I feel. I'm on the side of quit stealing.
Listen, he shouldn't have been in there stealing. And no, he probably should have lost his life. But listen, like we said with Ja, when you put yourself in a bad position, you put yourself in the hands of a security guard. Now, if he got threatened, you do it. One thing he's not going to do is be charged with murder. He might be charged with manslaughter, but he ain't getting charged with murder. Because, especially if dude was being threatened. I talked to Artiste earlier in the week about a guy who robbed a store with a styrofoam cup. But he told them that he had a gun or he had a knife or something.
Yeah.
So, and the dude, and this might be the same story, I'm not really sure, but the dude ran out, one of the store people ran out the store and shot him in the back. And they were like, oh, man, you can't do that, man. You can't say you can fear your life. And I'm like, listen, man, I was in fear of my life, and you said you had something that could hurt me. I was in fear then. And listen, and when I caught you slipping, I was still in fear. And I was trying to get rid of that fear because I got you. Because now you turned your back. Now I'm on you, That's how I feel. You shouldn't have put yourself in that position. And that's the thing. You got to address the first thing. He shouldn't have been in that stealing. That dude shouldn't have been in there threatening folks. You know what I'm saying? That's a real thing.
I agree with you 100%. I'm glad somebody can support me on that. But that's real. If you wasn't in there stealing, chances are you wouldn't have cared what that security guard, what kind of day he was having. He wouldn't have been bothering you.
Correct.
Stop the stealing though. When are folks gonna stop doing that? I know times is hard.
That's what I'm about to say. Come
He
on
wasn't
now.
out there with no diapers and nothing, And even here's the saddest part: the picture they had of him on Twitter, trying to gain sympathy, talking about his Bondo Rondo or whatever his name is. It's a picture of him looking all hood and man, listen, just no tears from me. I hate to say that. I'm tired of seeing people getting so wild and then justifying it because I was hungry or I was this. Quit stealing, man.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
You know me.
Yeah.
I might be a bad example. You know me.
Yeah.
Say I get caught stealing, they shoot me. You wouldn't feel bad for me?
If you were stealing, I'd feel bad that you ain't call me and say, hey, I needed a little something. What is you stealing for?
You were stealing, and
First of all, you're not
He not coming up over that.
I'm not coming off of that. I want to know, why is you stealing?
you were stealing, and they said, "Oh man, man, she was out there stealing." I was like, "Oh man, that's so bad." Like, she, what she do? She said she had a gun. I was like,
Well, at least y'all consistent.
Big bad.
I'm just being honest. If I'm out here stealing, you know what I'm saying? Like, What would y'all think of me if I was caught?
I would have the
I'm
same.
on Twitter. You scroll up and there's my face from stealing, whatever.
I think it was a lot.
I would definitely ask,
I
what
think
had
it-
you been going through and everything? But I'm gonna still be
That's
mad as
what I'm
hell
at-
if somebody shot
That's
you.
what I'm gonna ask. I'm like, so you needed $20 and you
You
couldn't
could-
ask me?
yeah.
We don't steal. We're not doing that.
Right. We ain't
'Cause
ghetto.
These are the exactly. These are the times that we living in. You could get right or wrong. You could get shot.
Ooh,
for stealing.
that's a word,
So-
y'all.
All this the
But something
nigga knocking
else.
we used to do. Remember that? It used to be fun.
Can't even do that
Knock
no
on people's
more.
door and run away. You could get shot for pulling into somebody's driveway and just turning around. White or black. It happened in the same week.
That was crazy.
White or black. You can get shot and killed.
And killed.
So why is you
And I'm
stealing?
thinking, So they say that people are hurting and that's why they doing it. Well, listen, the business owner's hurting. The dude that own that shop is hurting. I'm pretty sure his
I'm hurting.
sales ain't like they used to be.
I still got paint on my
So,
hands from working today. Better get you a can of paint. Man, go to work. I don't want to hear shit, man. I don't want to hear shit about nobody's story. I'm sorry, man. When I was
God.
painting today, didn't nobody give a damn about how cramped my arm was. I had to finish
Why
the
you
whole
ain't let
job.
me know your arm was cramping? I could have helped you.
You couldn't, because I'd had to pay you. And I wanted all the money. So I don't have to steal.
I know that's right. Man, yeah, listen. And all these examples that we talked about, like Razman said, you have to go looking for trouble, right? In these two situations, whether it was Ja or whether it was this guy that got killed, they went looking for trouble. Unfortunately, both of them found it. Ja about to lose his whole career. He really gonna be hood in, and this little guy lost his life.
Oh, he ain't gonna be hood. He gonna be a good boy after that.
But
He gonna go to China where they don't play that.
he gonna have to, because you
gonna
want to
go-
get
they don't
75
play that over
years
there.
for doing something wrong in China. All right.
Yeah.
But I know he probably much rather be over here. Hey, Chayo. So those are our two pre-show topics. I really like that when they kind of coincided together on,
A little bit,
people just
yeah.
need to do right. You know,
do right, man.
Just do right. That was our pre-show. That was it. Listen, this
Man,
is the
that was a
finale.
whole show right
I'm
there.
telling you. Well,
Yeah.
thank y'all for joining. This was the finale. Really, no, we joking. But let's start the main topic of the night.
Let's do it.
Uh-oh, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody?
Topic Tuesday on Look Who's Ranting Now.
And because it's a finale, I know I had to let it ride like every other night. I'm never interrupting that intro because it's one of the greatest intros of all time. Thank y'all so much for joining us here on Look Who's Ranting Now. It is Topic Tuesday. Shout out to TikTok for joining us tonight. They've been in there early with the
Doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I am doing wonderful. I cannot believe it's a season finale already. I am tripping. It feels like we just started. I feel like I only did this twice. But it's all good.
You've done it too.
Also joining us tonight is Like a Bug, our social media extraordinaire. How you doing over there on TikTok? Hey, that's my boo,
Doing
y'all.
good. Unlike Karma, I'm gonna be real with y'all. It feels like it's been about 3 to 4 months. It didn't feel like yesterday. Okay.
It
Yeah,
don't.
that's it. No
No.
doubt.
Oh, okay.
I want it to feel like that, but it felt like a full season.
It did. It really did.
I don't feel.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll say that on
Well, you
Thursday.
young,
Maybe
though.
I am. I'm very young and vibrant. Thank you.
That's
So tonight we're going
Young
to talk about.
55.
Wow. The shade is real. So tonight we're going to talk about, are you still proud to be an American? You know, like every Topic Tuesday, I have to tell you where I get it from. There has been like so much content lately whether it's about finances, whether it's about dating, or whether it's just about the food, where American people are getting online saying how horrible America is. I don't know how many times you've logged on and people of both genders, all races, I'm so sick of America.
It's going to hell in a handbasket.
I'm moving here and I'm moving there. I mean, they have a whole sector of people that just talk so bad about America, but they're Americans, right?
Yeah.
Like, for instance, I was watching this video and this girl, to justify her actions of going to Africa and marrying a Nigerian that she knew for 3 months, okay? Of course, she got scammed and all this.
Of course she did.
But her justification
Just put the money in the account right here, and I will love you forever.
Put the money and
sign here and here.
Listen, and the U.S. government is so hip on Nigerians, they don't even let them over here like that when they get married. They still got to wait like 4 and 5 years. She got scammed so bad for going over to Nigeria and marrying a member. Her reason was there's no organic food in America. America is poisoning everybody. That she couldn't even go to the store and get dishwashing soap that didn't irritate her skin, right?
Is that what he told her?
I don't know what he told her. And it asked me, like, are there any proud Americans? I mean, even within like the black community and the things that we go through, we be having a lot of shit to say about America.
Big time.
Like, let's be for real.
Even when we posted this topic, nothing positive.
Listen,
was like, proud to be a what?
Listen, did you see the mentions? And look,
Yeah.
I was singing the American song, and I was like, "What are you, a patriot?" Like,
What, do you like this place?
you know what I'm saying? We got called a patriot and everything else, but I just literally, it made me ask, are you still proud to be an American? And if you're not, why?
Oh, I tell you what, I'm gonna err on the side of like everyone else in the sense that I don't have this grand pride of being American, but I am grateful that I am an American.
Agreed.
I am grateful I'm born here. I'm grateful I didn't have to migrate and do so many things to get over here to this promised land, this capitalistic society where you can be as much as you want to be. I'm not proud that I was born here, but I am very grateful to this country for that. Yeah.
So go ahead, like a book. I'm sorry.
I wanted to say I 1,000% agree. And to expound upon that, I acknowledge, the freedoms that we have here.
Absolutely.
I acknowledge the benefits, everything that we have here. When I think of like, other countries and their laws, I don't want to take that for granted. So the extent of my pride is following the law, paying my taxes, not stealing, and doing what I'm supposed to do to be a good citizen.
Not stealing.
That's as far as my pride goes. I'm like, now I decorated my little Jack Skellington, so he has a little flag for 4th of July.
There you go.
But, I'm not out here like America. Like, I'm not out here like that.
Yeah.
But I do what I'm supposed to do as a law-abiding American citizen.
That's it.
Because that's your ass, Mr. Postman, if you don't. Listen,
you got it.
So what I was going to say is I just remember a time, okay? And maybe this is when I was very young. I just can remember feeling proud to be an American. Not that I know anything about living anywhere else. I mean just being younger. I remember being in school and standing up, seeing the flag, like, oh, they go the American flag. That's what I was about to say. But I didn't feel like that. Yeah. When we had to stand up, baby, we used to stand up, put our hand over our chest.
And we was happy to do so.
We were happy to do that, right?
But we also didn't know no better when we were kids.
Well, hold on. And this is my thing too. Maybe even when you got older, right? I mean, you learned about history in school, Independence Day, and all that other kind of stuff. There was still a pride around it. And that is just completely gone. And it's not even the child thing, because even the children ain't fucking with America, okay? These kids these days to be like, oh my God, America's crazy, Like my little tiny human was telling me, she was like, man, I think we ran into a Karen. What do you know about that? You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm one of those parents. I tell my child, I said, respect the flag, respect the country. But that doesn't mean you have to go out there and enlist and, do whatever you got to do and die for America. But I do say to respect the country, respect the laws and everything like that. But no, she does not have to be some, we're not doing this. We're not going to be one of those.
Okay, so I have a question.
Okay.
There are a lot of people from other countries. When it comes to their flag, they waving it.
Big time.
When it comes to, things of their country, they repping. It don't matter how bad it is. Why is it in America, y'all don't even care about that damn flag?
I have a flag. I have a few. I actually do. I bought some. I got a few.
But you rep it though?
I got a
y'all
US,
don't start. Y'all just said y'all.
No,
No.
listen. I got a U.S. Olympic jacket. It was given to me. You know what I'm saying? But, like, as far as that sense of nationalism,
Yes.
the difference is, like, as kids, we were brought up, with the whole patriotic thing, and all of
Yes.
that stuff. But as you grow, don't you start to notice, like, how divided this country is? And you start to see America for something different. Inside that classroom, everyone was equal. We were all treated the same, all of that stuff. You graduate high school, you go out here and you get in the workforce, and you start realizing that, hey, wait a minute, I'm different? So we all still ain't the same. We all don't, if I'm 1 minute late and they're 1 minute late, it's a big difference. It's a big stink when I do it. Like, it's so political. It's a different climate. And, in other countries, like, there's a sense of nationalism, meaning that, like, all Panamanians are Panamanian.
Period.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Here in this country, like, if you're a Mexican American, you're always Mexican American. Mexican first. If you're a Black American, you're black
always
first.
Black American.
You're always pointed out as something different. But if you're white, you're just American. You see what I'm saying? It's different. In Panama, everybody's a Panamanian. There's no Black Panamanians, white
There really aren't. No,
there's
if you
no white Brazilians, and this kind of Brazilian, it's everybody's Brazil. Everybody's this, everybody's that. We are so divided here. We point out all of our differences. You're Asian American. You're Black American. You're this American. And it divides us. And it doesn't give a sense of, like, nationalism. Because whatever you're called first is the group that you're going to cling to most. Like, American is just the last name. But it's like, or it would be your first name. But Black is like, oh, I'm American Black. So let me find other Black people to be around and stuff like that. It just kind of calls you out and segregates you a little bit.
So let me ask you this. Being that they have those different things, is that what took the pride away?
I think
Or what
so.
took the pride away is something that you were taught when you were little that didn't exist?
The picture of America that was painted to me as a child was that America was like the savior of the world. You know what I'm saying?
Are they not?
They're here to fight everybody's wars. They got everybody's back, all these other things. And then you start to learn that, like, we went overseas to get
make
control
money.
of oil.
To make
You see
money.
what I'm saying? But we said it was over this big terrorist thing, but we want to control the oil.
Yeah.
Like, you start to see it. Wait a minute. So we're not this country that goes over there and just does
And
good
helps
things for
people?
and helps people?
We
Oh,
didn't
wait
go
a
over
minute.
there and free a bunch of people that were
Yeah.
in captivity.
Like we
we
found,
just
Oh, we
shoot other
killed
people that-
kids?
we found out
Yeah.
about all the ulterior motives. It's about power. It's about money. This country is
Yeah.
built on. They want profit. Everything's about a profit. So when you grow up and you realize that you're like, just working to contribute to someone else's profit. It's like this isn't what I thought America was. You
We're the
know?
only country that's never dropped an atomic bomb on anyone.
But okay.
Built the country back, right?
And-
And now they're allies and stuff like that. But America isn't like this nice thing that you would like it to be. Like the Cowboys and Indians back when we was children, you would have thought they were friends.
Very
That you-
true. You didn't learn
you
about
would've thought
Christopher
they were
Columbus
friends.
till you got to college.
Yeah.
He was a bad guy?
Wait a minute.
What?
They was giving out smallpox blankets?
What's going
I
on?
didn't know that. Oh, they killed them and took their land? I
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
they was all friends, and then they just, gave it away or something. What about the peaceful treaties? That's all they was teaching us about. You know, they wasn't telling us about all the slaughter and the killing and all this other stuff. Like, it was different.
Okay.
You know, America's not this place that I just thought it was.
That you thought it was. Okay, so it killed your dream. The American dream and all that wasn't right. But here's where I have the problem. Oh, go ahead, like a bug. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say another thing for me that changed my perception of America is all the, all the recent events happening. You know, my people who look like me dying.
Come on.
Like it hurts. It hurts when I see people abusing their power and, you know, hurting us. It's like, you know, I don't feel proud to be here if people that look like me can't even ring a doorbell. You know what I'm saying? It's
Come on.
So it's hard for me. That's why for me, that's another reason why I'm not out here like, I'm like, right.
It's crazy. It's what, 2023?
Yes.
Right? And there's still places in this country that as a black person you would feel nervous to go to.
Pulaski, Tennessee.
Listen,
Yet you will go overseas. You will go to Cabo. You'll go to, you know, Dominican Republic. You'll go to all these different countries, never having been there, and feel safe. But yet there's parts of Tennessee that I don't want to be caught in.
Listen,
It's some hick towns and
let me tell you, when I went to the Bahamas, it was a different feeling. The Bahamas was lovely, and they treated you very like, oh my gosh, like, and part of it, I think they treat us like that because we were American, right? Because other countries look at Americans very different in a lot of different ways. What I was going to say though, I wonder. Everything that y'all are saying is very valid, right? For me, like when I see certain videos that I'm talking about, the reason that I take issue with it, because sometimes I feel like us as Americans, we focus on things that we cannot control. Okay? We can never control other people. You can't control those parts of Tennessee that you can't go through. Listen, there was a town back home that I lived in called Rose Pine. Rose Pine, Louisiana. As soon as you, like, the hair on your neck stood up driving through that place because you just knew. I don't care if your car had no gas. You wasn't stopping, right? Now, they feel all the pride.
Gotcha.
Okay? But why let them take it from you? You are just as much as Americans as them.
Until your car runs out of gas in their town. That's what I'm saying. You're not.
And you know, something that happened to me personally, someone that I love and care for was doing a delivery to an auto store. And someone decided to approach this person with a gun talking about what you doing here? And this person didn't really have to respond, but then said, man, I'm delivering. And the guy was like, okay, just checking all that. So in that moment, the person I cared for, life could have been gone in an instant because, like the guy said, because he wanted to be a hero. He thought he was being a hero, saving a robber, all the while.
Cookville.
Because this person's over here delivering for a job, delivering parts inside of a store, not taking nothing out.
With the safety vest on. Who steals with a safety vest on and keys to the
that
store?
you could see.
You can see.
On!
You can see me from a mile away. That's the only reason you could. Silly.
Like, why?
Listen.
That's why I was like, and ever since that story was told to me, I was like, that's my brother.
Yeah.
I love him so much, and to think that he would have been gone because some foolish person out in Cooper thought he could be a hero. Nah, I'm done. I'm done.
So let me ask you this: it sounds like what we are doing as a collective, because it's me included, right? That doesn't have this kind of pride. Are we letting people take our pride away from what this country truly has to offer? Because what a lot of people will say, because let me give you an example. There's a girl that I work with. She's from Australia. That's where she came from. Okay, they didn't have a good life in Australia, her and her parents, but they came to America for the American dream. Okay, prides herself on America. Talks about how great it is. You know, when you become a citizen, they have to learn the Constitution. They got to do a lot of stuff to become a citizen. Did it all, and has so much pride in America. You ask a regular American the Constitution, they ain't gonna know a damn thing about it, right? So I think a part of what I'm saying is, are we allowing peoples and these experiences to take away from what the opportunity that this country really brings and the pride that should be in being an American? Because this is my thing. Stand up to the first person that's moving out this bitch. Where are we gonna go? You can listen to, if you want to lead a country, absolutely 100%, but do it because there's an opportunity somewhere else, right? Do it because they got this great education system for my children. Do it for a reason, not because America is all these bad things. Because as bad as the experiences that we have in America,
there's always worse.
There's always worse, but there's also a lot of good things about it. It's a whole bunch of shit you could do over here that you cannot do in any other country. We have so many freedoms, especially freedom of speech. Like there was this young guy, his name was Otto, I'm probably gonna say his last name, Warmsby or something like that. He was in an Asian country, I want to say it was Korea. He saw a poster on the wall and he was like, oh, that's a cool poster. He took the poster to his room, but it was political propaganda. He didn't know. 70 years in jail.
Jeez.
After, I think like the third year, they found him non-responsive in his cell. He was on life support for the rest of his life until his family, they got him back over here when he died like 3 weeks after being back. You tell me anywhere you can go and grab a poster and get 70 years.
Honestly, it's a little old school, but you could have just drank from the wrong water fountain just 50 years ago and got your ass, 70 years or beat, or killed.
But is it like that today?
No, it's not like that today. You're right. But it's a different thing. Is there a carpet rolled out? Do you feel as included? Probably not. I don't experience some of the racism things that a lot of people do.
Right.
I'm just speaking for those that
That's because you light skin.
Well, maybe, or the fact that I just don't, I'm just not in areas that, I'm in a big city. Most people that are here know that there's going to be black people in Nashville.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So they, if they really didn't like you, they really wouldn't live here.
Yeah.
So it's different. But I think depending on who you ask, it's like the lens that you look through. Right now, you got a lot of Hispanic people, especially Mexicans, being labeled as invaders.
In Florida.
And then you got a
DeSantis
country of people. And it's not just like, a social media thing where you could just ignore it. It's news stations.
Absolutely.
Like you could cut on the TV and see a picture of your uncle crossing over the border and them calling him an invader, a terrorist.
Yeah.
Pretty much to this country. Like, and you're gonna be prideful about that? Like,
some people
I
would.
love this country. Look at how they do my uncle. Come on.
But here's the thing. Again, at the beginning of this, there's no country that's perfect. So even in a country where you can get 70 years for, and that doesn't just go for us going over there, that goes for their own people.
Yeah.
When it comes to their flag in their country, they representing.
Okay.
They don't care, and they have way stricter laws. Like over here, just for instance, I was talking to a friend of mine who's a foreigner, and they were like, I don't know why I'm seeing all this American propaganda, but they were like, America is the leader of foolishness when it comes to sexuality, right? Basically talking about there's no other country that supports LGBTQ like we do. That is very true.
That's a fair
said
assessment.
we're the leaders of foolishness and mental health issues.
Wow. Okay.
I really couldn't argue it. I honestly couldn't, because they cannot go anywhere else and be how they want to be unless it's like this little American territory, like you go to Puerto Rico and down there where we're heavy travelers. They can't go to the East and do stuff like that.
No.
They just cannot.
Steal either. You get a hand.
You can't steal
not
either.
Not with that hand you stole with the last time.
Not with that hand you stole with the last time. I mean, it's even certain.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I forget the country where, like, even in public, you're not allowed to kiss or hold hands with the woman that you with. It's a Muslim country. Down here, it be having people having sex downtown
on the bus stop.
Slobbing down.
You know what? You brought up a great point. Like, you can't do certain things in a whole bunch of other countries.
Yes.
Which is why, like I said,
and they still rep their country.
They do still rep their country.
But that's the life they know.
That's what they know.
Okay.
Yes.
And you know, a lot of other countries are only exposed to what they know. You know, some countries don't even have access to a lot of the outside world or everything that's going on, so they don't know anything else, right? And that's perfectly fine. If that's all they know, then they're like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna rep this. That's what they know. I know that this cannot be the end all be all. Like, I know that America can be this phenomenal, you know, country that it supposedly wants to be. Like, it wants to parade around that it is. Like, I know you can be. You just choose to stay in this simple mindset or choose to stay in this divisive state. So we can't be that way. We can't give you all that, yeah, I'm so proud to be here, when it's like, do you even want us here? You just want our money and you want us to work. Like, do you?
No, they want you here. They debt $17 trillion. They want you here. They need you.
Oh, they want your taxes.
They need your help. Listen, IRS man called me. I'm gonna tell them, look, y'all got bigger stuff to worry about than the taxes I owe y'all. Kiss my ass. That's what I'm saying. But,
Exactly.
but let me give y'all some things. Maybe I'm gonna name some things and just tell me if you're proud or not. Right. One thing that a lot of people take pride in this country is the military. Are you I'm saying before you answer? Remember, and RT say, I listen to you all the time and I take in what you say. There are other countries that have just as much military as us, but they have to go to work in the middle of a war. They have to have bomb shelters in their homes because at any day now, a bomb's going to come.
Yeah.
But with us, the military that we have, we can freely go where we want. Now, aside from mass shootings, we ain't talking about that. We can freely go where we want. We don't have those problems. So are you proud of the military?
I am proud of the military, people that serve in it. My father did, you know.
My dad did 27 years.
My mother took care of veterans for over 20 years as a nurse. So proud of the military, and also, more importantly, grateful for the military. We didn't pick this. You know, nobody really picks where they going to be born.
No, not at all. Not
born
at all.
into this. So proud of it and grateful. Really grateful.
Really grateful.
Really grateful that I don't need a bomb shelter in the back. You know, while we might have mass shooting drills at our schools, what we don't have is nuclear, you know, is random missile falling through the sky, you know, while you're grocery shopping.
Absolutely.
Like, you don't have to worry about that.
Not at all.
People are worried about their children ending up in a war, you know, with Russia, but nobody's worried about being at Walmart and hearing
at all.
Like, you know, that's not a concern of mine, and I'm grateful to this country for that.
Definitely.
For sure.
Like, but what about you, military? Are you proud of it?
I'm proud of my parents. I'm so proud of them and everything that they've done to serve this country. And I love them dearly. And I acknowledge how phenomenal our military is, because like RT said, pointed out before, you know, we haven't had a war that was here on our land. So I definitely acknowledge it and I'm grateful for it. But I'm not proud of it all in whole. Like, I don't agree with all the money they're getting. I don't agree with, you know, certain things. But I'm proud of my parents.
For sure. I think I have the same answer as y'all. My dad came over here when he was 17, didn't speak a lick of English, okay?
English, yep.
And he was able to enroll into the military because his father had came over here and got into the military and stuff like that. And my dad, when it comes to the military, you can't tell that man nothing about how great it was, the opportunities, his retirement check. He just really praised this. And my mom was a Marine. I don't know if I ever said that. She didn't stay as long.
I didn't know that.
But
I did not know that.
My mom was a Marine. So my mom was a Marine. My dad was in the military. So for my parents, for how I turned out, my discipline and stuff like that, and the military, and let me tell you, they benefits growing up with the medical and stuff. I ain't never have to worry about going to the doctor. It's a lot of things that the military is great for. The opportunities that it does give. Everybody that goes to the military does not have to be in war. That is not the truth. You can be, you know, something else that don't ever have to go to war. So, and the protection that it gives, I am very proud of the military. Here's the next one that I'm going to give you.
Okay.
Education. That's a lot of dumb motherfuckers walking around. Okay? It's a lot of dummies. Okay? But when it comes to education, U.S. education, now listen, there are people that travel far and wide to come be educated in the USA. They come here, they take all our hard courses, they learn our hard language. Because while Arkansas and Kansas, and it's not Arkansas, I remember I saw a foreign lady say, she was like, it don't make no sense. I don't understand this, but I'm going to get this English. People
Big
travel far and wide to get our education. But listen, when you hear Americans talk about it, I ain't sending my child to that school. That's a D school. The education here is this and this and that. Are we not proud of the education up here?
Let's be honest here. The people who come to this country to get educated only do so because the qualifications they need here to get the job they want here.
Okay.
Like, if their degree transferred from where they were to here, they wouldn't go to school here. It's just a necessity. If you want to be a doctor here, you have to do your 10 years here.
Okay.
You see what I mean? Like, unless it's from countries that where your education will transfer.
Will transfer, right.
Yeah, but if you come from one that doesn't, that's the only reason. They're not leaving to come here just to go to, Stanford.
Or Yale. You don't think they want to be at Yale or Harvard?
If they can, because it's the best of what's available.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's only to get the job here. I don't think nobody came over here to study philosophy. You know what I'm saying? And then nobody left another country to come over here and said, you know what? In the United States, their philosophy program is so much better.
Hold on. What about the historic schools that people go to, and the history and the people that come from those schools? And a lot of these schools have
anyone really go to school to
get
become qualified for a certain type of job?
It's a thing to be educated, guys. Not just for the job, but people love to be like, I got my degree.
No, people just love People just love to say, just like the Pharisees and Sadducees back in the day. They just want to say that they're good at something or better at something than you.
Okay.
That's it.
So you're not proud of the education system. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're not giving you what you really need. They're not giving you a whole bunch of life skills and putting you in different scenarios that would be beneficial.
If college don't give you no damn life skills, I don't know what to do. College will tear you up.
Okay, I gotta say something.
Go ahead.
I am actually proud of our educational
College teach you
system.
how to survive broke. That's all college gonna teach you.
But it teach you a lot of life lessons, though.
How to stretch a Domino's pizza for
and
a
that's
week.
stuff you need to know.
I am
stretching
proud.
that $20.
I am proud of our educational system because it honestly depends on the individual. You can get a lot from going to school, and you can gain a whole bunch of different skills. When you are in college and you got to come up with that money for tuition, and you really want that dream job, and you really want to bust your ass, you're gonna do it. You're gonna spend those nights studying. You're gonna spend them nights doing homework and taking them quizzes and all them online courses. The shit's hard. Cell molecular biology is hard. Organic chemistry is hard.
Stress the fuck out.
Stress the hell out. And what I'm saying is, I feel like you can really gain skills from that, because even through those courses that you think don't make no sense, it's not going to apply to my job, you're learning critical thinking skills, trying to figure out these problems. Okay, why does soil have chemistry to do with it? Why do I got to learn about all these different equations to learn about soil? It's what I'm trying to figure out. However, it helped me figure out other things along the line, because I didn't stop until I figured that question out. And so now I don't stop until I figure something out in life. So I do think you can gain things from it.
From the education system. Listen, I had one time my advisor, baby, I was in her office for about 45 minutes because she was trying to make me take a swim class in the middle of my damn school schedule. Woo! She was like, well, you just need elective. I was like, and I looked at her with the most serious face. I said, I am a black woman. This is back when I had a perm and I had to wrap, and all I had to do was unwrap it and the hair laid, okay? And you wanted me to take a swim class every Wednesday. I said, I cannot swim. You can wear a swim cap. I said, my hair is still going to get wet. I am a black woman. I do not want to take swimming. Well, I think it would be beneficial. 45 minutes going back and forth with her about damn swimming. However, she's assigned me up for classes that I didn't understand. I ain't take the damn swim class. I don't know what she was trying to say. Especially I don't know what she was trying to say I couldn't swim because I was black. I could swim, okay? But anyway, when it comes to education and them giving you classes, it does definitely help you through. College taught me the push through.
Thank you.
When it was times that I just, boy,
I was like, fuck it.
I just fuck this motherfucking shit. I ain't got it. It taught me that. So when it but let me tell you about the education system here. I'm back and forth with it because I think that it teaches you a lot of things, but I think what you have to go through to get it financially is what I don't like. Right? There are people that are 60 and 70 that still owe thousands of dollars in student loans. So if I'm just basing it on the education that we get, I'm proud of it because I'm smart as hell. Okay? But if and how we get it, I'm not with it. So I'm not particularly proud of our education system, and that's me being honest.
I respect it. I understand, because when you have to pull out loans and all the interest on it and all that, yeah, it can be a burden for the long haul instead of, you know, something that's supposed to be beneficial for you to get, especially when they tell you to get a bachelor's and everybody got a bachelor's and they dilute the whole damn workforce. It's some bullshit. I also wanted to say I am proud of our public schools, our public school system, because I have a bomb ass niece. Okay. With the highest grade point average. Okay, with the highest grade point average.
You better quit messing with my daughter's state.
That's inside.
But like, and she goes to a public school.
She didn't make that thing. They made that.
Why y'all doing the most?
She playing.
Okay, let me feel what. Okay, so his daughter gets a lot of awards. Shout out
Big
to the
time.
princess.
Come
She be
on.
on it. She's the smartest student at the school, right?
Come on.
Valedictorian, right?
Of her class.
And so she got a award for being the highest grade point average in the school.
And they
the
forgot
people
a
in the
H.
office, instead of putting the highest, they put the highest. so that's what I said.
You know what? Maybe we shouldn't be proud of our damn education.
And so that's what he's telling him he
Well,
gonna
she's
be
smarter than the person that made that damn sign. I tell you that much.
Definitely smarter than the person that made that sign. But so yeah, the education system.
We got a comment. Felicia Teller. She said, in Africa, if you don't have the money up front, no college for you. American
See?
students are blessed.
Ooh, put us in our place. You see
Come
what I'm
on.
saying?
Come on.
I heard
A
that
different
from,
perspective,
from
right?
my husband the other day. Like, if you wanted a car or land and stuff, like they pay their rent for the year up front. Like, you pay for the year.
Really?
Yeah, my mom was telling me that about somewhere in Nigeria where, like, you pay your rent up for the year.
For the year.
Not that monthly, not that stuff we do here, for the year. You better be good
I
with
wouldn't
your
make
money.
it.
Better
I'll
good
be
with your
rooming up.
money.
I'll be rooming up then.
Man.
But okay, here's the next thing that I don't think people think to be proud of it, but there's a lot of pride in it. And somebody that is sitting next to me, if he says he's not proud of this section,
Oh,
I'm a call cap.
I already know what it is.
Sports.
Oh,
As he sits over here in his
The best.
Oregon Ducks hat
This
and
country
and hoodie.
This country has the best sports in the world.
And listen, that is
In
the
wor-
truth. When it
most
comes to the
selection of sports in this world, you can see ping pong live on TV if you want. The world championships are right here. Cup stacking, it don't matter what it is. It's a sport here in America.
So you are proud of the sport.
Proud of America. Go America. Go Ducks. Quack.
This was one of the things when I was looking up that I couldn't find anybody say anything bad about American sports. What about you, like a bug? American sports?
Top notch.
I think we dominate.
Dominate.
I think I'm very proud of our sports teams. I mean, I don't watch them that much, but I do, you know, by force. I'm affiliated with Oregon Ducks. So.
Right.
But yeah, I'm very proud of our sports.
Very proud. Listen, I think that I'm very proud of our sports too. And one of the reasons is because a lot of our athletes go overseas and still dominate.
That's
When they
right.
in the off season, they go overseas
Dwight
and make
Howard
so much money. That's
is
how
scoring
Brittany
8
Griner
points.
got caught up.
That's
going
it.
to Russia. She had played over there for 7 years, and that time she just got caught up in some political stuff. But they usually go over there and they dominate. They be begging for the American players to go. And I think like shows like what's that Netflix show, the football show with the little guys?
Last Chance.
Last
University?
Chance.
Yeah.
I mean, even them putting those guys in that system for them to do better and coach them up and
Big time.
get them away from their lives, and it just affords a lot of people, now white or black, an opportunity to do great in their life for their physical ability. And I think for that I am very proud when it comes to sports. So
TV too, though. Can we say that? America has the best TV.
Come on, you better find
listen, the shows
it. I got
here,
you too. I got to
off
get you
the
one
chain.
more to call you a proud American.
Listen, that off the chain.
I do love our movies. I love our movies.
But Korea,
We got the best.
shout out to Korea. They coming up. Listen, they coming up.
I just don't like when they English dub it. It be making me mad. Like,
But
just
their
put it in the
shows are
language and
good.
let me read.
I'm
Now,
watching
do the
one now.
subtitle.
Yeah, just put it in y'all language. I can't stand. Let me tell you something. Korea, they do have some really, really good movies. I don't know if people be into them because people went on the whole Squid Game era and they started doing a whole bunch of stuff like that. But their scary movies and dramas, oh my gosh.
Have you seen
good.
Train to Busan?
No, I got to see that one.
I'm watching one now. It's I think it's like 6 episodes. I'm trying to think of what it's called, but it's about these delivery drivers that deliver oxygen in like a post-apocalyptic world
Ooh.
or whatever. But it's really good. Everybody wants to be one of the delivery drivers because all the random people who like the starving people who need oxygen or whatever, they try to ramsack the trucks and stuff like that. It's really good.
And it's on Netflix?
It's on Netflix.
I got to
Real
go watch it. I got to go watch it. Listen.
Real good.
Artiste, we got you 2 for I don't know how many in being proud. I need to get you one more because every time I see you, I'm like, look at that proud American over there. What is
Okay.
one more thing for everybody in the room that you can think about, even with our experiences and everything we said about America and how sometimes it's not so prideful? Give me one more before we close it
Ooh,
out.
I got one. In America, what color trumps all is green. And I honestly love that about America. If you want to transcend racism or anything like that, you can buy
The law.
everything's for sale in America. Everything. The fact that you can get like laundry service done, drop off laundry to these laundromats, they will wash your clothes, dry them, and fold them, put them in a bag for you and all that stuff, charge you by the pound. Everything's available. Any service or amenity you could possibly think of
Yeah.
is available here. People will make ribs and bring them to your house.
I'm telling you,
You
you
know,
could pay
like,
for just about anything.
Anything you want is for sale and it's available, free shipping.
And when we say anything,
I love that.
anything.
Anything you want. I love that about America.
I think I have 2 things.
What you got?
One, it may just be because I live in the volunteer state, but people's willingness to help. Like if you
Big
post
time.
something on a neighborhood app or something, I lost my dog or I need to find.
They will help you.
They will help you. When we had our flood, everybody was rallying together, tornadoes, everyone rallying together. Like, we're really there to help each other.
Post
we may
your
talk
child.
shit
Post
about
you
each
lost
other.
your child, though.
Man, bruh, they'll talk shit about you, but then they're going to try to
They're
find
gonna
your
try
child.
to find your child.
Yeah. And then my other second thing I was going to say.
My bad. Go ahead.
The second thing I was going to say is I think majority, and maybe because, I'm biased because I love them too, majority of Americans have a very sensitive heart towards animals.
Yes.
Like, they really care about animals. They will
I am one of
protect
them.
them. Like, they love animals, and I love that because I do too. So that makes me proud to be an American because I love animals just as much as most Americans do.
Absolutely. Here's my last one.
They got more rights than people.
They do. I love them. Listen, when I get my dog, it's gonna be over for y'all. But and people,
More
was
rights
what
than
I'm
people.
saying. I'm this close to getting my puppy. But one thing that I think Americans need to understand, whether it's the food or whatever that you're griping about, we are the freest country ever.
So true.
We are so free to. I mean, earlier we were talking in the show about guys wearing man bags or merces, painting their nails, gender reassignment surgery, whatever the case may be. You can live the way you want to live in this country.
Very true.
If you want to be a damn bird, you could be a bird.
But if you think I'm going to call you one over my dead body.
Cause it's a murder. I don't have to.
That's
If
some
I
bullshit. You were born a damn black woman. You're a nigger. I'm telling you.
I call it like I see it. I don't see a damn bird. Care what you identify.
I don't care what
as.
you identify as. So for me, it's just really our freedoms that we have. Like, I mean, just as, especially as women, in a lot of countries, we don't have they don't have the freedoms that we have. They don't get to do the shit that us women get to do, and we are just, I mean, even just freedom, the way we.
I don't know. Maybe some of the women here got a little too much freedom.
Don't start. Don't start.
America can be more like some of these other countries where they women just know how to, do what they supposed to do.
And what they supposed to do, RT State?
Period. What they supposed to
What
do?
they supposed to do?
Keep that mouth shut. 10 paces back.
All right, we gotta end the show. So we gotta keep our mouth shut. Let's end the show. Then.
Yes, since we ain't talking no more, ladies. You got it, RT State. That's all you.
Nah, I'm just playing. We love the ladies here. But, if you want to emulate the women from overseas, we ain't going to be mad at you either. We ain't going to be mad at you. We ain't going to be mad.
Nigga. Okay.
Okay, nigga, please.
Too much freedom. See what I'm talking about? Another thing wrong with them.
And another thing with the freedom, there is no other country where their regular citizens can get online and talk about their political figures the way we do. I
Try to
mean,
make a little funny thing about Kim Jong-un or whatever.
If
over
you
there,
want
if you
to.
want to. Yeah.
man, we are so free over here. I
They
know
kill your family too over there.
yes,
Not
listen.
just you, your whole lineage.
Or listen, even over there, remember they had the whole law where they couldn't even have women children. And
Oh, in China, yeah.
yes, and they
no
said-
more than one.
No
Yeah.
more than one. And if you did, they would put them in baskets and ship them off and do all kind of stuff with them.
Yeah, that's wild.
I mean, we have a lot of freedoms over here, and that's the one thing that I can say. And listen, I'm a black woman, so I know in some towns I don't feel comfortable driving through, but I could drive through that motherfucker if I want to.
You sure
Okay.
Yeah.
I can go wherever I want to in
Free to
America.
mess up your credit as much as you want.
But
And listen, even after they go and hit you with all them little things or whatever and whatnot, once it's all, once they tired of following you, they send you another offer from
that's
the
it.
same.
From the same.
The same
Let me-
only in America. Well,
Let me-
Capital One send you 3 offers after you done burnt them twice already. They like, hey, come on back. I believe in you this third time.
I'm gonna tell you a personal story. So
You gonna
listen,
do me right this time.
when I turned 18, I got my first credit card off in the
I
mail.
did too.
Okay, I signed up for that motherfucker so fast they gave me $300. I thought it was the shit with
Me
them
too.
$300. Okay, so then I paid at 18. I ain't got no damn bills. I probably went and bought a burger or something.
This was back in
So-
75.
Fuck you. And see, I'm free. I can say what I want to say over here in America. And so then I got a little older. Then I got another card, and that card had $3,000 on it. I was like, oh, I'm rich. This before I knew how the shit worked. Okay.
Right.
So then I got a letter in the mail. By the time I was like 23, they gave me $12,000 as a loan. I was like, well, hell yeah, buddy. I got this shit. Ask me what I spent it on. Ask me
Got
what
that
I
out.
did with it.
I know.
Because I had no idea how credit. Nobody taught me that growing up, right? So by the time I was 25, I had about $35,000 in debt. But let me tell you how great America is, because my black ass was like, oh, I'm in trouble once I start having to learn. So I did my research on what to do with my debt. You can consolidate it. Well, bitch, how I'm consolidate $35,000 somewhere? You got me messed up, right? There were all these options that you could do, and I went and saw an attorney because I was in a bad spot. I was like, look, these people coming after me, and I ain't got this
Right.
money. They were trying to take me to court, garnish my paycheck. I was not having that. So I went to go see an attorney, and he was like, you might want to file for bankruptcy. I was like, I am not doing that. You got me messed up. I walked out and I was so mad. So then I went out and I began to research it. Right? And people make it seem like a horrible thing.
Oh, it's
Okay.
not. It's protecting
I
your
went,
assets.
and let me tell you, when I tell you I did research for months, I started filing my own things in the courts for the people coming after me because I learned how to do that. There was this guy on YouTube, shout out to this American YouTube, a black guy, was selling a credit repair kit for $49. In that kit, he taught me how to write the letters to the company to stop them from garnishing my paychecks. He taught me how to do everything to stop that shit so I could breathe and see what I needed to do. I learned how to do everything myself, even file my own Chapter 7 bankruptcy by myself.
Wow.
When I went to the bankruptcy office and did it by myself in my 20s, them people was looking at me like, well, you must don't have all the papers, because they don't want you to do it by yourself. It's
Wow.
all a system. They want the attorneys to come in there for you. She checked every form. It's 300 pages, by the way, that you got to read through and list correctly. And my shit was right. She was like, fumbling the papers. Well, okay, you show up for your court date. I got all that shit wiped off. That next week, I had the same credit card offers.
Right.
My credit report went up. I don't know how, and it ain't never stopped me from getting a damn thing.
That's right.
At date, my credit is so high right now. Since then, it ain't never stopped me from getting nothing.
That's right.
That's only in America. You owe $35,000 to somebody overseas. That's your ass, Mr. Postman.
You wouldn't even have got to 35.
You wouldn't even got to it, okay?
They would have got your ass at $200. Hey,
And so when I tell people,
Give me the
people,
pinky. Give me the pinky. Give me the pinky. Ah!
okay, when I tell people about stuff like that and about financial literacy, it's hard to learn. But if I could, I'm just a regular girl from Louisiana. It either gonna cost you time
Far from regular
Or
girl.
money.
or it's gonna cost you money.
Mm-hmm.
So it
Yeah.
took me a lot of damn time. I ain't gonna lie, I had some crying nights. I ain't know what I was gonna do, but I got through it because I was determined. I ain't had the damn money for no attorney, no way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The attorney want to charge you all this money to file it. Oh, you could download that shit online. It's on the government website. You ain't
Man.
got it. You could do that shit yourself.
Listen,
So-
you could be charging to do this, but this could be your thing.
period.
It could be, but hell no, because it's a lot of shit. And you got to get people to understand, you know, what's best for them. Because listen, I filed a Chapter 7, right? And I was still paying for my vehicle out there. And when you file for a Chapter 7, the judge, depending on how much your vehicle costs, he can either say you can keep it or you can't.
Gotcha.
Okay, so when you file a bankruptcy, a Chapter 7, that means you liquidating all your stuff.
Yeah.
That was a debt that
He could
was
have just
there
been like,
that
oh,
I
okay.
had to put on there, and it was up for the judge to say yay or nay I could keep it. So when I went to court, I made sure I dressed like a good old girl, and I went to court, and he looked at my papers, and it was for my car. He was like, you know, how much my car was worth? I think like $17,000 at the time. And he was like, you know, if you give up this car, you know, you could pay on this, and this debt. He was like, what use do you have for the car? I looked at it, I said, sir, that is my only form of transportation. Is how I get to work. He was like, oh, okay. And he just signed off on my paper. Right? But it don't work like that for everybody. So if other people have different assets that they want to keep, and the judge want to take it to repay your money,
Right.
they gonna take it from you. So it's not all. I don't want to make it seem like peaches and roses, like,
Right.
because it's a hard process.
Right.
You have to go back to court and file. It's a lot. And if you don't have the time to sit there and learn and really understand the jargon in it, I mean, I was on YouTube. Like it took me a long time. Okay, so it's not
That's
like
our best educational system. I just wanted to put that out there.
Put that out there.
I have
is
a
amazing.
doctorate.
college.
I got a doctorate in YouTube University, and I'm telling you, just spending one day, you can learn skills that somebody pay you a couple thousand to use tomorrow.
And let me
You know.
everything.
It's the best university. It's
best
paid
university.
major dividends.
Major dividend. I mean, it is,
Yeah.
and it's made millionaires. You could become, if you put your time and effort into it, you can be big on there. And that's another thing about America. The opportunities that we have, although for some people it might be a little hard because of whatever, you just have to be extra determined. But you can make it in any. You could be anything you want to be in this country, like we said, and not playing on the sexuality thing, but just opportunity wise. And maybe you don't have to be a millionaire, but you can make a whole bunch of extra money. It's a lot of stuff that you could do. You just got to buckle down
Definitely.
and do it. So to wrap it up tonight, are you still proud to be an American? For me, you know, I know we go through a lot of things in this country, but at the end of the day, I can still say that I'm proud to be an American. Do I stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance? Hell no. I don't even probably remember the words. But at the end of the day, we are still a great country as a whole. I want to encourage everybody out there, don't let the negative things that happen in this country that may be happening to you or people that look like you deter you from the great things that do come from this country. Because as we discussed it tonight, there's a lot of things, great things that come from this country.
Big time.
And at the end of the day, we still are a great country. As fucked up as we can be, right? We still are a great country, and it is a great place to be. And I don't know about y'all, but I wouldn't rather live anywhere else.
Damn right.
But America.
Talk
I don't
my
even want
shit,
to
but
travel
I-
no damn where else. I want to be right the fuck here. Go where? So they can tell me I can't do no shit. Let me just stay right the fuck
Now, I ain't
here.
with you on that one, because baby, I'm going to Jamaica this year. So I'm
Bumper
traveling.
clout. You're
I'm
not
traveling,
going
baby. Wagwan.
They don't
And I
want
go
you.
to Grand Cayman. I'm going.
Wait till they hear your mouth. They're going to slam it shut like so. can't take that
You
much with you.
bumble class.
You can't take that attitude with you, girl.
You see?
You can't take it with
I
you.
can't take it with me.
No, you're gonna lose it there.
They gonna love me out there.
They're gonna whip you up.
But yeah, so America is a great country. I hope that you take this show, if you're listening now or you listen to the replay, and you really try to find some areas about America that you're proud of, because to live somewhere that you're not proud of and you always seeing a problem, it is going to make your experience bad. You know,
No doubt.
Get out there and find opportunity and things that make you proud to be an American, because other people rep their stuff, we need to rep ours. Again, y'all, this has been the season finale of Topic Tuesday. We are gone for the entire summer after this. Shout out to everybody that's listened to us. CJC and Chayo in there. Angel was in there. Razman was in there. Shout out to the big dog. I'm going to miss you so much. I ain't going to know what
I'm
to
gonna
do
see
with
you on
myself.
Thursday, right?
Oh,
We
yeah, I
still got
forgot.
Thursday, yeah.
I forgot. And to Like a Bug for holding down on TikTok. Really, really appreciate y'all. I would say see y'all next Tuesday, but I'm going to see y'all in 2 months.
Yeah.
Because that's when we'll be back. I love y'all for real.
You'll be back Thursday, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
Why you keep saying that?
I'll see y'all
In 2 days.
Thursday. But yeah, season finale Thursday. Y'all make sure y'all come through. We giving away a lot of stuff on Thursday. We turning
Lot
up.
of
We
money, too.
partnering. Make sure y'all come back with us on Thursday for the grand season finale on Podbean, TikTok, and YouTube.
We love America.
We're proud to be American.
God bless America.
I'm going to buy me a flag this week.
Yeah.
I think I am. Now, I ain't going to wave it on my car like some of them be.
Oh, you ain't proud.
I'll buy a little pocket one.
We're live again next week at 7 p.m. CPT time.
Yeah, little toothpick. There
Put it in my little cup on my desk.
you go.
Yeah, I know. That's enough. That's enough pride for me.
God bless.
Hey, that was good.
Really good.
Hope y'all feel proud.